Hello, everybody. We'll get started at about noon. We're going to have a little lunch and learn, and we're going to be talking about weight loss and specifically weight loss when we're frequenting fast food restaurants and family style restaurants. Hey, Sherry. Hey, everybody. We'll get started at noon today. Hello, everybody. I want to welcome the folks on Facebook. Welcome the folks in our Zoom room. Those of you that are in front of a computer, not at work, you're at home, you might want to pull up the website, go ahead and get logged in, myshibboleth.com. And if you're a member, go ahead and log in if you have the ability. If not, you're only able to listen in, that's fine too. Hey, Amy West, April Floyd, Becky, Christina, Connie. Hello, mother. My mother is on here. Hey, Janice. Hey, Joanne, Kathy, Linda, Melissa, Meredith, Shanda, Sherry, Tammy, Tanya. Welcome. We're glad that you're with us. Be careful listening and driving, Amy. It's a madhouse out there. You got to be careful. I'm not going to tell you not to do it because I do it too. Tanya. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. We want to start at noon. I think that's what the text said. Thank you, Amy. Safety first. As mentioned, Monday, I'm going to try to do mini lunch and learns around this time. Sometimes I'll start a little late. I want to go ahead and apologize. I'm not one to chew gum or suck on cough drops when I'm teaching, but y'all want me to be sucking on cough drops. Travis and Sasha are sick puppies. Sasha's in there, bless her heart. She's coughing her head off. I can hear her from in here. But she just got back from the doctor. She's on meds now. Hopefully everything will clear up soon. I know that I'm the one that made her sick. All right, we're going to get this started. Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're with us. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. This is a Shibboleth lunch and learn, maybe even a little spark too. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's Wednesday. Wednesday's a great weigh day. Why is Wednesday a great weigh day? Because usually you've had your Shibboleth holidays on the weekend, and when you get on those scales Monday, the weight's a little up, and you tend to think that all the weight that you gained is fat, and it's not. It's because you had some holidays over the weekend. But if you started back with your perfect days, Monday and Tuesday, then by Wednesday, you're able to get that water weight and glucose weight off, and you're able to see a true assessment of where you're at. I'm assuming everybody here wants to lose weight. Do we have folks here that want to lose some weight? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So here's how, let's start this broadcast. We're going to get into restaurants and fast food, and that's where we're going to spend most of our time today. I want to stay motivated to maintain. Awesome. You're in maintenance mode. Great, Tammy. Can everybody hear me okay? I got to get a better mic. Y'all can hear me all right? Good. So when somebody, y'all fill in the blank for me. When someone gets up one day and they look in the mirror and they don't like what they see and they decide they need to lose weight, the first thing they do is think, I need to go start a what? A diet. Right. Right. They think one of two things. They think, I need to go start a diet, or I need to go get a what type of membership? A gym membership. How is that working out for everybody that you know? Diets and gym memberships. How's that working out for the vast majority of the people? There's always an outlier, that it works for. Nobody gets up and thinks, I need to start a new lifestyle. So what does that tell you? That we don't get up, we don't look in the mirror when we're overweight and go, I need a new lifestyle. Now that's probably how y'all think now, but most of my life I thought I need a diet or I need a gym membership. Right, Anna, it's just a waste of money, lots of money. What we do is different here. And by the way, I see some new names, so I better introduce myself. I'm Travis Martin. I forget, we actually have new people sometimes. I'm Travis Martin. I've lost over 100 pounds and come off all prescription medications. I didn't do that with a diet, and I didn't do that with a gym membership. I did that with a change in lifestyle. What is the difference between a lifestyle and a diet? Shibboleth is a lifestyle. I know people are out there calling it a diet. It won't work as a diet. It will fail. It will only work if you understand that it's a lifestyle. Yes, a diet is short term. A lifestyle is sustainable. Okay. Let me ask you this. What got us into this situation where we need to lose weight? Was it a poor lifestyle? Overall, just a poor lifestyle? Yeah, a poor eating lifestyle. So we have to tackle a lot more than we would if we were a diet. There's a lot more to consider if we're trying to change a lifestyle. So we put together practical, sustainable daily disciplines. It's a comprehensive lifestyle that doesn't just tackle the foods we eat and if they're quality foods or not quality foods, but how do we live? Do we frequent family style restaurants? Do we frequent fast food restaurants, etc.? We need a lifestyle, practical, sustainable. Hey, Michelle, and fun. It's got to be fun. You will not adhere to a lifestyle that's not fun. So our old eating lifestyle was a lot of fun. We got to eat what we wanted, when we wanted, and as much as we wanted. Yes or no? We didn't get away with it, but we got to. Okay? And that was fun. And when you're having fun, does time fly or does it go by slow? Time flies when you're having fun. And then it feels like you put all that weight on overnight, doesn't it? But you didn't. You didn't put it on overnight. It felt that way because you was having fun. How much of the weight gain, let me throw this at y'all. How much of the weight gain, and I know you don't know specifically the number, but how much of the weight gain that you've had over the years probably had to do with eating out? A good percentage of it? A lot of it, the majority of it. So we have to tackle that. We have to tackle it. If I tell you, watch this, y'all. Here's why Shibboleth's so great. If I tell y'all while you're dieting, you cannot eat out, how's that going to go for us? How long are you going to stick to that diet? If while all your friends and families going out to eat, you got to stay home or you got to sit there and watch them eat. Wouldn't work out too good, would it? So what we've done, we be fellow servants. I'm just like y'all. I can't say no if I go out and eat. We got to put our arms around what is going to be our lifestyle and strategies when we're eating out. Our lifestyle and strategies when we're eating out are going to be different than when we're eating at home. Are y'all with me? So the minute living the Shibboleth lifestyle, the minute that we're at a restaurant, we switch to our restaurant strategies. They're not optimal. They will never be optimal. They will never be optimal. It is never optimal to eat at Chick-fil-A. It is never optimal to eat at the El Nepal. It is never optimal to eat at Kentucky Fried Chicken. It is never optimal to eat at the Cracker Barrel. Those meals are always going to have a lot more calories and a lot more fat than the meals you eat at home, than the recipes you eat at home. But yet we spend a lot of time eating out. So we can never lose weight if we don't have really good restaurant strategies. Connie says lost about 40 pounds with the old Thrive program. That was our program, y'all. Just saying. When you were behind Trish's in Carsville many, many moons ago. Name has changed and the weight is back. I've started and stopped Shibboleth several times. I know it works. Just need to get disciplined. And I'll tell you, and I know a lot of people, they hang on, not that you are, they hang on to old things. Thrive, Shibboleth is like Thrive on steroids. It's much more powerful. Much more powerful. So welcome back. Welcome back. The reason it's much more powerful than the old Thrive program, for those of you that are aware of Thrive, I know we might still hang on to the old in-person classes and the mini weight loss centers and such. But the reason it's much more powerful is I never started Thrive as a diet. I started as a lifestyle, and my lifestyle kept evolving. If I'd done it as a diet, we would have never had anything but one approved bread. So it's evolved. It's got better. It's more powerful, better strategies, more potent strategies. So here we are talking about this part. Look, everybody wants me to be able to teach it in 10 minutes. Give me a written diet. It won't work. It will never work. You get tired of that diet. You need plenty of variety. You need a practical, sustainable, fun lifestyle. And today, the scope of what we're teaching is our restaurant and fast food strategies. Got to be able to eat out. And my strategy when I'm eating out is to get out of there, unless I've earned a holiday, which I'll get to. I want to get out of that restaurant alive. What I mean by that is I don't want to lose my efficient fat-burning status. So for the new folks, we have two types of days. There's 7 days in a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We want to have perfect days and all the days ending in Y. But that's not practical. That's not practical. There's going to be times that we don't stick to the program. Today is Wednesday. Today is either going to be what we call a Shibboleth perfect day or a Shibboleth holiday. There's no in between. There's no okay days. There's no lukewarm days. I get this a lot. Travis, I wish you changed the name of that day from perfect to something else. A good day or a Shibboleth day. Nobody can be perfect. Need to read your Bible. Need to read your Bible. Bible says, be thou perfect. Be thou perfect. Today is the day of salvation. The Bible says, I wish thou were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm, therefore I spew thee out of my mouth. God don't like lukewarm. God says, let your yeas be yea and your nays be nays. He didn't say he didn't say have some maybes in there. Bible don't say God likes maybes. Maybe. Is that what the Bible says? Bible says, let your maybes be maybe. Is that what it says? I don't think so. It says, let your yeses be yeses, and you know you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And today is Wednesday. I'm going to do it. I made the decision. But there's good news. The Bible says that when you're not perfect, that God's grace is what? Sufficient. So we have a perfect day today, or we have a holiday today. When I hear that's so hard, Travis, that's easier than living a life of maybe. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Right? Am I right or wrong? God's way is always the best way, and it's the least burdensome way. This is not a burden. This is not a burden. A burden is, maybe I'm doing it right, maybe I'm not. It's burdensome to live life that way. Like, I don't know, maybe. That's heavy burdens. But when we have rules, we either stick to the rule or we don't. If we stick to the rule, boom, bless the name of the Lord. If we don't stick to the rule, boom, His grace is sufficient. In the course of a month, living this lifestyle, whether you're eating at fast food restaurants or family-style restaurants or whatever, if you want to lose weight, you can be assured that over the course of a month, you'll lose a lot of weight if you have 6 or less holidays in a month. The folks struggling are the folks that don't do it or do it not. There is no in between. Even Yoda knew that. Even Yoda knew that. Yoda said, you try or you do not try. There's no maybe. You do it or you don't do it. There's no try. Once I get into maintenance, excuse me, sorry to cough on you. Once I get into maintenance, how many holidays can I have? 12. How many days are there in an average month? This has to do with our restaurant lesson, y'all. I'm going to get to it. Calm down. Those of you say, when we talk about food, get to calm down. 30. What's half of 30? Man, this is the greatest lifestyle on the planet Earth. I just love it. 15. So when you get into maintenance, half your month can be a holiday. How's that not grace? How is that not grace? How's that not grace? How does that not fire you up? How does that not make you want to get to your goal expeditiously? Travis, I don't know that that's true. Have you tried it? Have you been living it 20 years? I have. I think my mama was here. She probably had to leave. She's on vacation. I think my mama's here. My mama seen me. My mama was the one that I called. My mama's here, y'all. Y'all don't believe these stories. People say, I think you make all that up. I don't. I called my mama on a bag phone back in the day. I had a bag phone. And I said, Mama, Dr. Ward says I'm going to die if I don't do something. because Mama would always, she'd coddle me. And Mama, that day I'm sitting there, Mama, my mom says, son, you're a grown man. You got responsibilities. You need to do something about this. You better go to that hospital like he told you to do. And you better get checked out. And I said, Mama, this is your fault. Fried okra, fried chicken. And my wife's, she put me on the Roni diet, beef Roni, macaroni, rice Roni too to help her. She said, you need to take some responsibility. I was yelling at my mama. Shame on me. She hung up on me. But from that day forward, I took matters into my own hands. And I started studying. Then they thinking I'm bipolar. I start studying. I start obsessing. I'm going to create me a new lifestyle. I've always been this way, right or wrong. I took my Bible and I closed my eyes and I said, God, I'm throwing out the fleece. Point me into the direction you want me to go. And I opened it up to the 3rd chapter of Revelation with my eyes closed, and I read, and the first thing I read, it said, I wish thou were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm, therefore I spew thee out of my mouth. That's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to live my life. I finally got it. It was not all those blow-it days I was having that was causing me the problem. It was all those lukewarm days. I'm going to do it right, or I'm going to do it wrong. And I want a lifestyle that's positive, so I'm going to do it right a lot more than I do it wrong. I'm going to lose weight with the number of man. I get 6 holidays a month. Them's my days. Until I lose weight, them's my days. And what I was going to say, my mama's here. What I was also going to say was, my mama watched me go from 300-ish to 280-ish to 270-ish to 260-ish. Stayed there a while, 240-ish, 230-ish, 220-ish, 210-ish, under 200 today. Size 44. My mama Martin bought me my first preaching suit. I still got it. Right now, I fit in one leg of that suit easily. I easily fit in one leg of that suit because I've been living this easy to follow lifestyle for 20 years. I didn't look back. I didn't keep one foot in my old lifestyle, one foot in my new lifestyle, so this way I'm going to do it. Sometimes you got to have that. You got to have, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to have a perfect day. I'm going to have a hunk of chunk day. Right? I'm just not going to have this type of day more than I have this type of day. It's like this. It's like this. When I become a born again Christian, did I quit sinning forever? Did I quit sinning? No. Bible says you say you don't have any sin, you a liar. But I no longer have a lifestyle of sin. If you're getting up and you're eating whatever you want, whenever you want, as much as you want, as often as you want, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because you'd eat that too. You put sugar on it, I eat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're eating what you want, when you want, as much as you want, as often as you want, that's sin. Because you're hurting yourself. You don't hurt God. God's the all-powerful. Travis, I don't want to hurt God no more. You can't hurt God. Do you not know who God is? That's like a little boy saying, that's like a 4-year-old little boy saying, I'm going to hurt my daddy. You ain't going to hurt your daddy. Your daddy knows what you're going through. But your daddy don't like it when you hurt yourself. That is the very definition of sin. I sinned against God. You don't go against God. That's impossible. But you're going against yourself. He knows the thoughts he has for you, and they're good. And you are hurting yourself. You're a free moral agent. You're getting up, eating what you want, when you want, as much as you want, as often as you want, and then complaining about why you got diabetes and why you got all these diseases, why you ain't got no energy, why you miserable. God's saying, come back home today. Let's live this kind of lifestyle. Be thou perfect. And when you're not, my grace is sufficient. Need a lifestyle change, what you need. Need to live and eat unto the Lord. have a perfect day. And when you get into maintenance, you've earned the right to have almost half those days as holidays, like I do. Here's my lifestyle, y'all. Watch this. Here's my lifestyle. How many perfect days does it take to get in efficient fat burning? What do we teach in them fast track classes that are much shorter than this class? 2. Perfect. By Wednesday, Travis is in EFB. I'm EFBing all over the place. I'm efficient fat burning status. I just come back from a trip and I lost weight on the trip. It's so easy. It's so easy. So easy. It's so easy. So easy. All right. So EFB on Thursday. Now I'm in maintenance. Look at what I can do. Look at what I can do. Perfect day, EFB, EFB. Friday night, date night, I can have a hollow meal. Saturday night, I can have a hollow meal. Back on Sunday, you get to pick how you want to do it. And if I do that every week, I've only had 8 holidays in a month with still some to spare. Been working, Travis, that won't work. I gain all my weight back. Only if your perfect days aren't perfect anymore. But right now, you've not been living the lifestyle long enough. You need 6 holidays or less a month. That's once a week with 2 extra to spare. How many of you can do that if you decide to do it? Now, I know you got to learn what a perfect day is. That's easy in the fast track system with Kim. She teaches, bless her heart. She teaches every night. She's live every night. How can you not do that? Make a little time for that. How much time you spend on Netflix? So we stick to the system. Now, when we're at home, that's a controlled environment. That's a controlled habitat. A little easier to do. When we go out and eat, it's not controlled. Give you an example. When we're at home, what oil? Now, those of you that are new, you need to go through fast track. You need to go through fast track so you learn what I'm talking about. When we're at home and a recipe or a grilled cheese sandwich calls for a cooking oil, what kind of oil should we use, my experienced students? MCT oil. So at home, I'm using a medium chain triglyceride oil that cuts down the calories, and the fat calories in the meal are harder to store as fat, almost impossible to store as fat because the MCT dissipates as heat and goes away so fast. Glory to God. Ain't y'all glad that he put MCT oil on the planet? Isn't that awesome? Now, when you go out to the Chick-fil-A, is they cooking that chicken in the MCT oil? What kind of oil they cooking that in? Peanut oil, vegetable oil of some type. That's called a long chain triglyceride. So if I have a long chain triglyceride with a carbohydrate, what happens to that long chain triglyceride? You store it. Let me give you an example. Watch this. Watch what happens here. So if I go out, let's say I go to the Longhorns. I'm not in a controlled habitat. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not in a controlled habitat. Let's say I order me a steak and I order me a potato. They lather some butter on that steak, and there's already steak fat in there, so I got a lot of LCTs, protein and long-chain triglycerides. What does a long chain triglyceride and a medium chain triglyceride have in common? They're both fats. What is the differences? A long chain triglyceride is a glyceride, 3 of them bound together that are thick. So when they're trying to pass through the cell membranes, they get trapped. Y'all hear me? They get trapped easily. And the more insulin in your system, the more easily they get trapped. Somebody say, glory to God, that's good information. So the steak fat and the plant fat that this was cooked with or slathered on it, these are all triglycerides that are thick and they bind together and they get stuck in the cell membranes. More easily so if you have growth hormone insulin in your system. Now, if I'm inefficient fat burning, listen, ding, 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 ding. I know I've been taking so much crap for being long-winded. How's them short-winded programs helping you? How's them TikTok lessons going? How's your TikTok lesson going for you? How's that working out? All right. So I got LCTs and they getting stuck. And they get stuck. And now what I need them to do while they get stuck, I need them to start dissipating this heat, and they need to be used as an energy source and go away. When I'm in efficient fat burning mode and I eat a steak, I ain't got no problem if I don't overeat the steak. If I follow the portion discipline, I don't have a problem because that fat will be used as an energy source and it will dissipate its heat and go away. But if I have a potato with it, a starch, the starch in the potato, the carbohydrate, is going to be used as an energy source before the steak fat. Now watch. That tater also elevates my blood sugar. What happens when we have an elevation of blood sugar? Honk, 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 honk. Fat bus is coming. Because if my pancreas doesn't secrete insulin, if my pancreas does not secrete insulin, then I'll go into a diabetic coma and die. So my pancreas does its job. My internal pharmacy secretes the insulin, and the insulin comes on the scene and regulates the blood sugar and pulls it down. Now, the insulin is in my system. It saved my life. But it's a fat storage hormone. You store fat that's still there, that's still available, that hasn't dissipated its heat and gone away. So in that steak fat and in the oil that steak was cooked with, you have these long chain triglycerides. Oops. You have these long chain triglycerides, but now I've got the fat bus. Let's draw the fat bus here. Boop, boop. There's the bus. Now the fat bus is going, here's my job. These lipids are trying to dissipate, but the bus is running around and loading them up in the bus. It picked them up. They would have burned and dissipated its heat and went out, just gone, because we was in efficient fat burning. But then the insulin, what does the insulin do? Does it stop your efficient fat burning status, or does it promote it? It stops your efficient fat burning. So now those triglycerides that are thick and they're stuck and they're having a hard time dissipating, now the fat bus is going zoom, zoom, and it's picking them up. And then it says, I've got them loaded up. I've got all of the long chain triglycerides loaded up on the bus. Where shall I take them? Does the sister have any available any fat cells there? Are there any fat cells there? Any fat cells? You see any fat cells? They're all full, sir. All of her fat cells are full? What do you mean they're all full? Yes, she's been doing this every day for years. She's been doing this, like eating like this every day for years. Yes, she's been eating like this day for every day for years. Every day, sir. And I got to do something with these fat cells. Hold on. Let me create more fat cells. Pop, 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 pop. Sounds like popcorn, sir. Yep, I got to pop some new fat cells here. I've got to have some empty fat cells because she's going to keep doing this every day. Pop, 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 pop. Where shall we put them, sir? Well, genetically, we need to put them on her butt, her hips, her thighs, her belly. Yes, do it now. Under her arms. Yes. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, sir, I see them. You've created them. Thank you. Yes, park those long chain triglycerides there, please. So then the bus goes, I see it. I see her butt. I see her. I see the butt. I see it. Let me go plop. Let me put all these fat cells in there. And you keep doing that every day, sister. Wonder, why can't I lose weight? I tried so hard yesterday. I'm only down a half a pound. I thought I'd be down by 4. I tried. And then the butt does this. Day after day. Day after day. Day after day. Hubby take you out to the Longhorns. Hubby take you to the Chick-fil-A. Hubby take you to the Cracker Barrel, out to the church. You just keep doing it. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I'll go to Planet Fitness. I'm going to Planet Fitness. I'm going to start a new diet in Planet Fitness. And you get on the treadmill and you start, oh my gosh, I've only burned 50 calories in 20 minutes. Well, it's 45 minutes and I have been on this treadmill for a while and I've lost 300 calories. You get home, husband says, you want to go out and eat tonight, baby? Yeah, I burned 350 calories. I deserve reward. Sir, she's doing it again. Well, I just created some fat cells. The other day. They're all full again, sir. Let's create some more. Don't get mad at me. You need to have a talk with God. I'm just telling you how your body works. Anybody ever told y'all that before like that? Y'all ever heard that before? So here's why I can't TikTok you out of your situation. I'll try anything. A 15-second video, you going to learn that in a 15-second video? Now, will that, how many of you, I'm trying to make a point, I'll be as long-winded as I want. I might only have one student. Well, let me ask you this. How many of you, for the next little while anyway, every time you go to the restaurant, you're going to be hearing that inside your mind? How many of you that might help you make better choices? All right. So here we are. And you go, okay, I can never go out to the Longhorn again. Is that a solution? Would that be a sustainable approach? So you have a dilemma. And we've solved it. How many times a month, if you're trying to lose weight, how many times a month can you do this and get away with it? 6. And when you reach maintenance, how many times a month can you do that? 12. But right now, you got to pay the price. So what are we going to do? Sit there like this? Here's what happens. Sorry, I'm snorting. I got boogers all in my. I'm sorry. I don't like being gross either, but I wouldn't be able to teach if I didn't. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyhow, look, what are you going to do? Your husband, he's not on board, right? Y'all know what I mean? He's not on board with you. He don't understand this. He ain't got time for this. What you going to do? You going to go in there and do this? I got to watch him eat. How long is that going to last? He taking you out 3-4 times a week. Are you taking him out? However it works in your home. So what are we going to do? Watch what happens. We're going to do this. Going to have the steak. Going to have it on a portion plate or under our hands. Use the hand rule. That's another lesson. Same thing's going to happen with the LCTs. And we're going to look at the menu. They got some Brussels sprouts. Now, it's not like at home where you could do a better job and save calories. Frustrated with myself. Bear with me. Let me step off camera for a minute. Sorry. Yeah, let's do asparagus. I know they got asparagus, so let's do that. Steak and asparagus. Steak and asparagus. Now, they're not using the right oil or anything on that asparagus. They're using more LCT. Okay. So we got a lot of LCTs. We got to control this portion or it'll be too many calories. Too many calories will still be stored. Here's the good news. I had 2 perfect days and I'm in efficient fat burning status, meaning I'm in a calorie deficit and I've controlled insulin. Does steak elevate your blood sugar if you don't overeat it? Thank you, April. No. Does asparagus elevate your blood sugar? No. This is called a category 4, category 2. It is a yellow column combination, which means excellent fat loss if I control the portion. So my body has been in a calorie deficit and I've been controlling insulin. So my body's going to use this fat as an energy source to help break down this meal. I'm in a calorie deficit. So these incoming calories are going to be used in the absence of any starch, carbs, or fruit. And they dissipate as heat and go away. The fat bus never is dispatched if I control my portion. Now, the challenge here is controlling the portion on a perfect day. You don't have to on a holiday. We're talking about one of your 24, 25 perfect days. Here's the behavioral modification point. Here's what is your mind saying if your partner that eats out with you are the people you're with, if you like, how many of you like steak and potato or steak and French fries or whatever? How many of you also like steak and asparagus or steak and broccoli or whatever? So think with me for a minute. Here's what the diet devil does. It's like the diet devil's like a roaring lion and jumps out there and goes, you can't have that steak and potato like him or like her. What does it make you want? When some voice says you can't have it, what happens? Makes you want it. Makes you feel like it ain't fair. But wait a minute, is that godly thinking? You like steak and asparagus, or you, whatever it is, there's many options. It's not just this option. Hey, and Jennifer says ignore it. You can, but you can also talk back to it. Watch. While that person's having steak and potato that tastes good to you too, it also comes with an invisible side item of big butt, big hips, big thighs. Do you want that side item? Do you want the unintended consequences of obesity? You like steak and potato, but it comes with some pain. It's pleasure, pain. Everybody say it with me. Steak and potato, pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain. Doing it my way, you like steak and asparagus or whatever your choice is that you like that's the right combination. You like steak and asparagus, that's pleasure. And it comes with efficient fat burning. Popping them fat cells, baby. Pop, 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 pop. Now we got pleasure, pleasure. What kind of insane person goes and has pleasure pain when they can have pleasure, pleasure? I'm choosing pleasure, pleasure. That's how I lost my weight. Sasha's earned the right to have a holiday and I hadn't. Well, let her have pleasure, pain. I'm going to choose pleasure, pleasure. Pleasure, pleasure for me. Pleasure, pleasure. I like pleasure, pleasure. See how easy this is now. What are we going to do? We need more variety than steak and asparagus. Let's take a look. We in the website. I go to resources. I go to restaurant options. Now, every restaurant is approved. What combination can I have at every restaurant on a portion plate, experienced members? You can always have a 4+2. Always a 4+2 when we're trying to have a perfect day. But we give examples to help teach the program. You don't need your restaurant in this list. We can work hard and add it for you. It's a pretty good list now. Send me your restaurant. I'll do it. But you don't need it. Every 4 and 2 is allowed. But let's take a look at our list. Let's look at Mexican restaurants. It says if I'm at a Mexican restaurant, I can have 3 soft chicken tacos, a bowl of chicken soup with no rice, fajita meat with vegetables, and other stuff. I can take in my own approved chips and avoid their chips. I can take in my own approved tortilla if I need a tortilla and use my tortilla. What does these little numbers here mean? Do y'all see this -1? Does that mean that's better than a 0 or worse than a 0? It's better. So let me look at that one. It gives me a description. You may order fajitas and have only the meat and vegetables that come with it. No rice or beans or other toppings that come with it. You may have the meat and vegetables alone or add some of it to an approved category 2 tortilla. Just use one tortilla though and bring the rest of the meat and veggies home for you to have later at another time. You may add up to 50 calories of approved condiments. Keep in mind that adding a lot of calories and condiments may affect the weight loss meter. So you just do that. The weight be gone. Let's look at here. Let's look at something else. Let's look at McDonald's. Pull up McDonald's. I'm at McDonald's. That's where the kid, McDonald's, Daddy. I can have any 1 + 2, 4 + 2, or 7 + 2. Let me look at cheeseburger or hamburger. How to make the cheeseburger, hamburger approved. Remove their bun, replace it with your own category 2 bread, or have it without bread. That's me. Or you could bring in your own Healthy Life bread and have a burger. Why Healthy Life bread? I'm new. It's got enough protein and fiber in it to neutralize insulin. Why your tortilla, not their tortilla? Because our tortilla is hand-picked. Many of them are available at your local grocery store. You put it in your survival kit. It's got enough protein and fiber to neutralize insulin. You may have this as a +1 weight loss meter. What does that mean if it's a +1? It means don't do this too often, because at the restaurant, our lifestyle is to what? Survive. To escape without losing my efficient fat burning status for a long period of time. It's a strategy when we're eating out. That meat, when we're at home, what leanness of ground beef do we need? When we're at home in our own habitat. 96 would be a category 1, 93% lean would be a category 4. Do you think that their ground meat is 93% lean or better? No. So why do I allow you to have it? Because it's part of our strategy when we're dealing with eating out. And the way to negate the harm that this will do is to get rid of the thing, the bread that dispatches the fat bus. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, ma'am, Tanya, we will. We'll put this in the My Shibboleth library. Let's look at this. Let's go down to even Quick Trip's in here now. Wow. Got Red Lobster. Trying to find a pizza one. I'm missing it for some reason. I may need to add something here. Let me put pizza, see what comes up. Oh, here we go. Gondoliers, Dominoes. Let's go to Dominoes. Dominoes pizza. Here's the menu items that you can get. Chicken Caesar salad, classic garden salad. Now, there's going to be a description because of their dressing is going to be horrible, so you got to read the description. Here's a pizza. Philly cheesesteak, 12-inch medium thin crust pizza. You can have 2 slices of this pizza as a perfect meal. The 2 slices of pizza must fit under your hands. You may have it under both hands. You may have a category 2 side salad, and it doesn't say you have to remove their crust because it's a thin crust. Let's say that somebody orders this pizza, experienced members. Somebody orders this pizza and it's on a thick crust. How would I have this and make it perfect if it's on a thick crust? Take the toppings off. Now, those toppings are way too fat to be having on a daily basis. That's why this is a positive 1. But this is a survival strategy in the restaurant on a perfect day. What kind of pizza could I have on a holiday? 1 slice without toppings is better than 2. Yeah. Yeah, I could have anything I wanted on my holiday. I'm only going to have 6 or less holidays in a month. But Travis, I want to eat pizza on thick crust every day. Then you don't want to lose weight. You see? Plain talk is easily understood. Well, I do want to lose weight, but I want the thick crust. Well, that doesn't work that way. Obviously, you have given yourself over to your situation and you're happy with your situation. So don't complain. Enjoy those medications. I love you the same. Can you love yourself the same? I don't care if you're 750 pounds. I love you right where you are. You told me you wanted to lose weight, and I was addressing you based upon what you said to me that you wanted to lose weight, but you do not want to listen to me. So please stop asking my advice. I learned that from my father. I don't talk much to my daddy. My mama, if she's here, she'll tell you. I go to her. When I talk to my dad, I have to be ready and willing to accept his what? And I do talk to him, just not much. Because I'm usually going to hear what I do not want to hear. But when I get low enough and I get in a bad enough situation, really respect my father, and I go to my father and I say, Dad, and he don't judge me. I say, Dad, I don't know what to do about this situation. And he goes, here's what I'd do. And I go, I don't like that advice. He said, well, then don't ask me my advice. But if I go, Dad, I received that and I'm going to go act on that, my life usually gets better. Amen, everybody? So stop coming to me and telling me you want to lose weight and then you don't go act on my advice, or at least try to. Stop it with that and quit arguing with me. I got many members that argue with me. I didn't start the conversation. You did. And I'm telling you what works. And if you ain't going to do it, quit coming to class. I got people I can help. Is that fair? Can you receive that in love? That didn't sound very loving. The Bible says the wounds of a friend are faithful, the kisses of an enemy deceitful. How many people have you had in your life when you know you need to lose weight? You know you need to lose weight. And you tell them that, and they go, no, you look good. You look fine. You don't need to worry about it. That's the kisses of an enemy. And it's deceitful. I'd rather lose your friendship than to be deceitful with you. Are y'all with me? So we've got a full fast food library. We've got a restaurant library. This is one part of our strategy. You need to get in Fast Track and learn why this program works. Those short videos that aren't long-winded like mine. Any questions or comments about today's lesson? I'm happy to answer any on topic or off topic. Any questions? I love answering questions. I won't ever yell at somebody for asking a question. Unless they want to argue. And then I'll just say, why'd you ask? Yes, ma'am. This video will be available in the myshibboleth.com library. Do we have any new folks here? You're not a member? Okay, good question. Good question. Ray, how do you fight getting bored with what you're eating? I don't know how one could get bored with what they're eating, so help me vet that question out. Boredom would mean you don't have any variety. Are you feeling, Ray, like you don't have any variety? Because I almost never eat the same meal twice. There's thousands of food combinations and meal ideas. And it could be that you're early on in your journey and all you know is chicken and broccoli. In which case, excuse me, in which case I would get a mentor appointment. And what they do is help you come up with multiple breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas that would work for you. Yeah, Ray brings up a good point, and I think it's a fair point. I'm afraid of messing up. Let's get rid of that fear, and let's do this, Ray. I'm doing these lunch and learns as much as I can on a daily basis, and I'm going to help you right now. Excuse me. Every lunch and learn, let's try to add a new breakfast idea, a new lunch idea, a new dinner idea. And that's how I built my arsenal of meals. Like I've got 100 different breakfasts that I eat. I don't eat them all at once. I got 100 different breakfast ideas I've cultivated, 100 different lunch ideas I've cultivated, 100 different, and there's even more than that. So tell me what you're eating mostly that you feel this is a safe meal, Ray. When I eat this, I feel safe. Give me an example of what you're getting bored with. Let me try to help. Eggs and chicken. So let's take meat. You're a meat eater. Let's take this. He's eating a lot of chicken. Ray likes chicken's okay, but he's getting bored with it. Now, let me write all the other meat. Shellfish, fish, 96 lean ground meat, hot dogs that are approved, London broil, ham, steak, ribs, wings. Ray, do you see any other meats up there that you like? You like blackened fish? Watch this. Fish, blackened. You like ham? Most ham is okay. I've got ham in the fridge in there. You just want to make sure that it's approved ham. Let me show you something. Some hams are not approved. Let me go to the library. What category is ham, everyone? Can y'all help us out? Pork tenderloin works. Yes, ham is a category 4. That just means that with a category 4, I can have a category 2. I can have a category 2 bread. Here's all the hams, Ray, that are approved. Looks like there are 100 or more. Looks like there's more than 100 hams approved. I go to Hillshire Hillshire Farms Naturals Black Forest ham. Boom, there's that ham. It tells me how to eat it. Are you with me so far, Ray? Does that make sense? So spend a little time in here. Just know that, watch this. This is where people get confused and why they need Fast Track. We go to resources, video library. And now I'm going to download my combination chart. Ray asked, do I need to be rigid with Boar's Head brand? Not their meats, just their franks. Yes, their franks are usually off limits. Their cheeses are usually off limits. Unless you're having a lion or shark day, but that's an advanced lesson. So here, I know that ham, it just told me that ham's a category 4. Do y'all see this category 4 here? What are some examples that he could have with that ham that are a 4 and a 2? Green beans, broccoli, approved bread for a ham sandwich. Hit the blackened fish. Because it's blackened, it's a category 4. Normally it would be a 1. Because it's blackened, it's a 4. Yeah, you could have that ham with a dill pickle. Certainly. Now here's the thing. I'm going over today, and I'll stay with Ray for a while if need be. So if anybody's got to go, I appreciate you coming to class. That's showing respect when you come to class. I appreciate it. A lot of people don't respect our program because it's cheap. Therefore, they don't respect our instructors. When you come to class when you can, it shows a great deal of respect. for what we're trying to do, and I appreciate it. So when I come back in here, I can go to what happens, Ray, with life getting in the way. You and I will forget about the ideas we're coming up with. So what I like to see people do is go to the worksheet section. This worksheet section, you could do this on paper too. But then you come up with meal ideas. You create a worksheet and you start listing Black Forest ham. Does everybody see this? You come up with all these ideas. Yeah. Oh, I just seen that one. A carb quick biscuit with ham biscuit. Wow, man. Ham biscuit. So I would come in here and I would put my ham and my carb quick biscuit, my ham and my pickle, my blackened fish and my green beans at Captain D's. I can come up with all these ideas and just keep growing my list. And then what we do is we focus on what we can have, not on what we can't have. I've got my list in front of me. I've got it hyperlinked to my phone. So when I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of bored. Let me see what I did. Have y'all done this? Have y'all forgot? Some of you experienced members, have you forgot about some of the foods that you used to eat, that you loved, that worked? I forget about some of the stuff I used to do. I used to eat fried turkey spam sandwiches. I seen this one the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to do that again. I forgot about it, but it was on my list. Fried turkey spam on healthy life bread with a slice of cheese. I love that. So you come up with ideas and you list them. And then when you get bored or life's in your way and you can't concentrate, pull your list. Don't look out here and over here at what everybody else is doing. Pull your list and focus on your list. Look at this. Look at this other tool. You don't have time for a mentor appointment. Okay. Because they'll help you with a meal plan. You don't have time? Go in here and go to meal plans. Watch this. This is a meal plan idea generator. How many of you have used this? I'm curious. Does this ever get used? Here's some ideas. Today, I'm going to get some simple ideas and some recipes. So I'm going to click mixed ideas, generate. Now let me look. Quest bar with Healthwise hot chocolate. Nah, I'm going to uncheck it. I don't like meal replacements. Let's pretend. The approved cereal and yogurt. Nah, that's not something I would do. Approved French toast. Yeah, I might do that. I'll leave that. Here's my grocery list too. Here's my grocery list. Awesome. French toast. Oh, cool. Watch this. I could go to the recipe library now and pull up approved French toast and add every one of these items to my grocery list and print it like that. Did y'all know that? Do y'all know how to do that? I could go now. I could print this list off and then I could go right over to the grocery list and add all the ingredients to my grocery list, print it, and go get what I need for approved French toast. I don't want that. Oh, a peanut butter jelly wrap. As long as I follow the description, I'm good. Beautiful. I want to leave that one on there. Zaxby grilled chicken salad. I forgot about Zaxby's. I'm going to leave this on here and follow the description. Chicken, pork, and vegetable soup. That sounds good. It's getting cold weather. Salmon patty sounds good to me. Slow cooker buffalo. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Now, I unchecked the ones I didn't want. I unchecked it. So now I'm just going to generate new items. Now what have I got? Do y'all know that meal plan generators like this, have y'all ever purchased one? They cost anywhere from $30 to $50 a month. Just this. We need y'all. We need y'all to tell people about our program or it's going to go away. I'm not trying to, if I don't tell y'all, I hate to sound like Donald Trump. If I don't tell y'all the truth, though, y'all won't help us. We've lost over $200,000 of loan money trying to get this thing going. Want to be a ministry. Y'all got to tell people, y'all got to use it and tell people about it. Help us out. Look at this. Look at this. It showed some more. It kept the ones I checked and then opened up some more ideas. Ooh, I don't want no fiber one, so I unchecked that. Check out, isn't that awesome? And then eventually I just save. I just confirm this is what I'm going to do. And now I've got me a meal plan for the week. I can print that out. There's so much in here that people don't know about or use. Where can I find the daily post to share? I appreciate you asking. I will definitely show you that. That's the only way we get to stay afloat. I'm going to go back in here to our website. When you go to your journal, and by the way, if you're going to be a part of the Shibboleth Share Army, every time we get shares, I add more crypto coin for the group. Instead of giving Facebook money to boost my post, I give the money to the Shibboleth Share Army. They've got like 3 million crypto coins now. Never know, it might do something. It's fun. I'd rather give it to y'all than Facebook. So here it is. We go right here into the daily share. We went to our journal. We go to daily share. And it gives us some content to share. I'm going to share Kim's fast track tonight. I pull that up. I copy the words if I don't have my own to use. Click the Facebook icon. Then I copy and paste. Oh, let me show you because it skipped. It went to a different screen now. I copy and paste the words if I don't have my own words to share. This helps Shibboleth tremendously. And then I post to Facebook. And now it will be on my Facebook profile. And the Shibboleth Share Army gets credit for that share. And then we get, it may never turn into nothing for the Shibboleth Share Army, but then again, it might. And then we allow the Shibboleth Share Army to own crypto coins. Thanks, Janice. Does that make sense, everybody? Any other questions today? We'll be doing this again tomorrow, Lord willing. Thank you, Ray. Really appreciate you asking that question and being a great interactive part of the class. It really helps teach a better class. It helps everybody. Thank you so much. You can also share this class today, this video, by going to facebook.com. Let me type that in. You can also go to www.facebook.com/TravisMartin777 and share there. You share this one. It's better to share from the website once this is on the website, but most people won't be able to see it because it'll be for members only. But you can also share my public videos from Facebook, and that helps us too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody. I've went overtime today. I'm sorry I kept you so long. Thank you for coming to class. That is how we help one another. That's how we see people losing weight on the program, and we can change this culture we're in. Thank you, Jennifer. Have a healthy day. Got one of our chief folks here, I think. Good to have you. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you in the next class. God bless y'all and have a good day. Have a perfect day or a healthy day. See you.